Hello and welcome to my channel. If you are new to this channel, my name is Frank Zhu and I'm a college professor teaching sociology, history and philosophy. I'm also an award-winning landscape photographer. Today's video is about philosophy. Those of you who have followed me on this channel for a while will know that in each of my philosophy videos, I focus on one philosophical question and try to present and discuss several different answers so that you can make up your own mind as to which answer makes more sense to you. It doesn't matter which one answer you would agree with. What matters, in my opinion, is that you know about them and you reflect upon them and you come to your own conclusion. As I have said many times, the point and the beauty of doing philosophy is in the process of doing it. Socrates, who was considered the father of Western philosophy, famously said, "I cannot teach anyone anything. I can only make them think." As a professor of philosophy myself, I'm always hoping that all my videos will provide you with a little food for thought and inspire you to think about something, to examine your life, and to arrive at your own conclusion. In today's video, which will be a very short one, I'm going to focus on the question about the meaning of life. This is the topic that is as old as philosophy itself, and it is a topic that I have touched upon many times in my videos. But today, I want to examine it with a little more elaboration. Hopefully, after watching this video, you will start examining your own life if you haven't already done so. So, why is the question about the meaning of life important to your life? Many of us never bother to ask philosophical questions about life until something trivial or big happens. For example, when you catch yourself lying to a friend, you probably would ask about morality in life. Did I just tell a lie? Why? Should I always be a moral person and never tell a lie? Or when you are about to go to the operating room for major surgery, or when someday you find yourself getting really old, you start asking about a big question, namely, the meaning of life. Is my life meaningful? Would I regret about my life if I die now? The meaning of life is, of course, a philosophical question, and it is, as I said, as old as philosophy itself. Philosophers throughout history have been asking and answering this question. The Greek philosopher Socrates, for example, famously declared that the unexamined life is not worth living. According to him, it is not enough to just examine and understand the external world. Without a meaningful life inside, the external world would be meaningless. The ancient Chinese philosopher Confucius, who was living roughly at the same time as Socrates, also examined the meaning of life. For him, a meaningful life was to be found in the good moral character, not in the external material world. Modern science and technology have enabled us to know much more about the material and physical world. But few can say that the increased knowledge has made our lives happier or more meaningful. It is therefore more important to understand and examine the internal world that lives in our soul. For both Socrates and Confucius, the soul is the focus of philosophy. Your concern for your body or your possessions should come after the concern for your soul. Socrates himself lived out his own philosophy to the fullest. He constantly engaged himself in philosophical questions and never stopped acting on his own philosophical principles, which is self-examination. Even just before he was condemned to die, he was still asking and answering philosophical questions with his audience and himself. For the rest of us, the question of the meaning of life is also important. Many philosophers of our time have pointed out two reasons. First, trying to answer this question helps you discover how you have been living your life. The question of meaning of life actually consists of many sub-questions, such as, have you enjoyed your life? What makes your life enjoyable? If you live a miserable life, what's the reason? And so on, and so forth. Secondly, which is even more important, how you answer the question about the meaning of life determines what kind of life you will lead in the future. In other words, your own answer creates your own life. For example, suppose you are a young cynic who has just graduated from college and you step into society with the attitude that this world is full of greedy people and everyone is for themselves. You will then treat everyone as a threat and a rival. You will not be entirely honest towards others. Before long, people around you will see your hostility and keep a distance from you. They will not trust you because you have not been honest to them. Soon, you will find yourself surrounded by greedy people, a word that you have largely created yourself. How can you then make your life worth living? In other words, how would you examine your life? If you take many philosophers' advice, it is actually easy and simple. First, analyze your actions. Why did you need to take a certain action? How? Did you know what the consequences would be? Did you regret you did it? You should also evaluate every event that has occurred or is occurring to you. Has the event changed your life? Is it going to change your life? Secondly, ponder on your values. What do you hold to be the most valuable in your life? Is there a gap between your values and the way they are reflected in your everyday life? Is your inner self the same as the outer self? Finally, envision your future life. Do you fear the future? Do you want to become a different person? What are the bad habits you want to give up and new ones you want to develop? In a word, if you want to become a Socratic type of person, take time to examine your life every day. Otherwise, you will be afraid of the future and regret for the past. Well, that is all that I wanted to talk about today. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.